You want it? No problem. My mother-in-law, Linda, is the most miserable person I've ever met in my entire life. She lives on Long Island and acts like leaving the island is the same as crossing into a war zone. We have 3 kids and she's only visited once in 5 years. But get this, she drove to Connecticut to pick up a lamp she won at an auction. A lamp, but she can't drive 30 minutes to see her grandkids on their birthdays. 5 years ago, my wife and I bought her uncle's cabin upstate. Beautiful property, 17 acres, had a couple of old sheds with tools and 2 beat-up Ford tractors. When we bought it, the contract said all contents convey. Her uncle didn't care about any of it. What's he going to do with a tractor in the city? Week after we closed, Linda calls my wife. She starts going off about how she has stuff up there and it's hers and she wants it back. She said she inherited it from her other brother who died. A chainsaw, one of the tractors, a shop vac, and a bunch of random tools she's never used in her life. My wife was confused because this was never mentioned before we bought the place. Linda just expected us to store her stuff forever, I guess. We told her she should have grabbed everything before we closed, but whatever, she can have it. We don't really need it. Here's where it gets annoying. We wanted to tear down the shed to build a garage. So we told her multiple times, hey, we need to get rid of that shed. We can sell the tractor and give you the money. She says no, she wants to keep the tractor. Okay, fine, then come get it. She refuses. We offered to bring her the stuff next time we came down to visit. She says no, she's not ready to part with it yet. We're like, then what do you want us to do? Just keep it in our shed forever? She literally threatened to sue us if we touched any of her stuff. My wife was really upset about it. Her mom was holding our garage project hostage over a broken tractor and some rusty tools. I told my wife, don't worry, I'll handle it. Next weekend we're upstate and I start loading all of Linda's stuff onto my trailer. The tractor, the tools, the chainsaw, the shop vac, everything. I put it all in this massive wooden crate that probably weighed 300 pounds. My wife sees me and goes, what are you doing? I said, just organizing your mom's stuff. She asked why, and I said so we can give it to her or sell it. Whatever happens, it's gotta go. I'm starting the garage tomorrow. She just shrugged and went back inside. That night, after everyone fell asleep, I put my plan into action. I hooked up the trailer real quiet, winched that busted tractor onto it because it doesn't even run, loaded the giant crate of tools, and I hit the road at like midnight. It's a 2.5-hour drive to Linda's house on Long Island. I'm hauling ass down the highway at 1 in the morning with a trailer full of junk. I get there at 2 a.m. and back into her driveway as quietly as possible. I'm actually really good at backing up trailers, so I got it right next to her car on the first try. I set up the ramps and used the winch to roll that tractor right off. The whole time I'm using jacks to adjust everything and they're loud as hell. I put my sweatshirt under them to muffle the sound. I'm in this nice suburban neighborhood doing the sketchiest thing ever at 2 in the morning and nobody called the cops. I couldn't believe it. I used a dolly to roll the 300-pound crate off and then had to jack it up to get my dolly back. No way was I leaving that for her. The entire time my heart was racing. I was there for maybe 20 minutes tops and then I got out of there. I'm driving home at like 4:30 in the morning just laughing like a crazy person. I knew my wife was going to wake up and wonder where I went, so I stopped and bought a bunch of bagels and coffee and donuts as a cover story. I get home at 6 a.m. still giggling to myself. My wife wakes up and asks where I went. I told her I went to get breakfast for everyone. She sees the trailer still hooked up and asks why. I said, oh, I wasn't sure if I needed to go to the lumberyard later. I'm trying so hard not to burst out laughing. I'm waiting for the phone call. 8 a.m. nothing. 8:30 a.m. nothing. 9:15. The phone rings. My wife sees it's her mom and rolls her eyes. She hates talking to her. I tell her to pick it up. As soon as she answers, we can hear Linda absolutely screaming through the phone. My wife is like, what is happening right now? I walk over, put my hand out for the phone, put it on speaker and say, you wanted your tractor, you got it, and I hung up. My wife just stared at me and then started dying laughing when I explained what I did. Linda called back 10 more times. We didn't answer. Then she texted, I'm calling the police. My wife started to panic a little, but I told her, don't worry about it. Around 1 p.m., I get a call from a Long Island number. It's a cop. He says, I'm here with your mother-in-law. She said you dumped stuff on her property. I calmly explained, that's her stuff. She's been asking for it for months. He goes, is this your tractor, ma'am? Linda yells, yes, but I don't want it here. I want them to take it back. The officer asks if there's some kind of storage agreement. She says no. I explained the whole situation to him. He realized this lady was completely insane and just wanted to end the call. He basically said there's nothing he can do unless she wants to press trespassing charges, but good luck proving who dropped it off. Anyone could have done it. Linda didn't talk to us for 6 months after that. Best 6 months of my life.